Brian, as soon as you're ready for recording, please. Warm up.
Air conditioning on the train this afternoon was not working. Jeez, it was a tough ride.
Good. John, good? Yes. Good evening and welcome to the July 16th, 2024 meeting of the Roseland Governing Body. Adequate notice of meetings was provided in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act. In that the date, time, and location of the meeting were including the annual meeting schedule, posted on the public bulletin board in the municipal building, and filed in the office of the Borough Clerk. For those attending tonight's meeting via Zoom, the agenda and any other relevant documents can be found on the Borough's website, attached to the meeting notice posted in the news and announcement section. During the meeting, announcement made prior to the two public comment periods. Anyone wishing to make a public comment via computer will be instructed to use the raise your hand icon, and anyone wishing to make a public comment via telephone will be instructed to dial *9 at the appropriate time. For those in attendance in person or remotely, please provide your name and address when selected. If you are eligible for Daniels Law, please just announce your name. Mr. Watkins, please call the roll. Present.
Mr. Barty.
Here.
Mr. Borough.
Here.
Mrs. Fishman.
Here.
Mr. Goldstein.
Here.
Mr. Parati.
Here.
Mr. Trillo.
Here.
Please rise. Flags. Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First on the agenda, we have hiring of a appointment of a new police officer. Before we bring the police department in, before we swear in the new officer, we have a resolution 252, to appoint Salvatore Chicken. How do you pronounce it?
Chictillo.
Cicciello. Okay, I'm Italian. I can't do it. That's a new one. To the Roseland Police Department as a patrol officer. What did they call you in the academy? Do I have a motion to appoint
So moved.
Second.
Goldstein, Parati? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none. Deputy Director of the Green Police Department in? Is that a wall with, what academy did you go to?
Morris County.
Oh, and I think.
Wall with you. Take it from a former drill instructor. I would have fun. State your name.
I, Salvatore Chictillo,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established
established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I state your name,
And I, Salvatore Chictillo,
do further solemnly swear
do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of
all the duties of
police officer
police officer
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
That I will not use my office
I will not use my office
to grant preferential treatment,
to grant preferential treatment,
nor to seek personal gain,
nor to seek personal gain,
favor, or advantage
favor, or advantage,
not available to the general public.
not available to the general public.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Want to go there with your mom and dad? So you can take a picture with the council stand. Oh, no, I can't.
Yeah, I was having some.
You know, council want to come down here and stand with him and the family so they will get in the picture?
Sweaty, he said. Cheers.
Briefly before I have the director, Jeff, direct some comments. I say this every time, officers that are up here will attest to it. Thank your family. They're going to be there for you. This family job. Not an easy job. You need to support your home as much as you need to support it. If you're single at this point, whenever you decide to make that leap, if you do, whatever relationship you have, that person has to be all in. Because they're wearing this job with you. When you come home, there's no shutting down. That support cast has to be there. Because now it's great. It's not an easy road. It's a lot of stuff that most people don't see. That support staff, that family there, that family home, will be the ones that make the difference. You get 30 years. Some of us only had to work 25. It's very important. We wish you the best of luck. Make sure you go home safe to your family every night. And we look forward to you protecting and serving. Thank you for doing this. Thank you to the family for being here. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'd like to thank the mayor and council for your continued support. Thank you again for being there for us and filling this vacancy. Sal, I'd like to welcome you to the Roseland Police family. Speaking to your parents in the lobby, it's nice to hear that this was a lifelong dream of yours. And coming in with that mentality is very important today, that you're taking the job for the right reason. We look forward to working with you, and welcome to the family. Thank you.
Sal, we do welcome you to our family. As you can see, you have plenty of support up here. We're looking out to see this tonight. You're a welcome addition. Just stay safe and watch what you do, and the rest of us will watch out for you too.
Kids. That's one of my kids.
What about mine?
My brother-in-law is in FBI.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
All right, first on the agenda, we have public comment. First on public comment. Any member of the public wishing to be heard, come forward, state your name and address for the record. If you're with us via Zoom, use the raise your hand icon. And if you're with us telephonically, press star. Seeing and hearing none. First, we have the introduction of ordinance 22-2024. Mr. Watkins, please read the ordinance by title.
Ordinance amending chapter 10 of the revised general ordinances of the Borough of Roseland entitled Uniform Construction Enforcement Agency to clarify types of certificates and adjust associated fees.
Is there a motion to introduce ordinance 22-2024?
So moved.
Second.
Trillo, Fishman, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing and seeing none.
Number 22-2024 will be posted on the borough's website. Notice of public hearing will be published in progress. Public hearing will be held on Tuesday, August 13, 2024.
Thank you. Next on the agenda, we have an introduction of ordinance 23-2024. Mr. Watkins, please read the ordinance by title only.
An ordinance amending Chapter 7 of the revised general ordinances of the Borough of Roseland entitled Traffic to amend Section 7-40.3 entitled Regulation for the Movement and the Parking of Traffic on all of the private property.
Is there a motion to introduce ordinance 23-2024?
So moved.
Second.
Parati, Barty, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing and seeing none.
Number 23-2024 will be posted on the borough's website. Notice of public hearing will be published in progress. Public hearing will be held on Tuesday, August 13, 2024.
Thank you, Mr. Watkins. Next, we have introduction of ordinance 25-2024. Mr. Watkins, please read the ordinance by title.
Ordinance amending Chapter 3 of the revised general ordinances of the Borough of Roseland entitled Police Regulations, Section 3-2 entitled Noise.
Is there a motion to introduce ordinance 25-2024?
So moved.
Second.
Fishman, Trillo, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing and seeing none.
Ordinance number 25-2024 will be posted on the borough's website. Notice of public hearing will be published in progress. The public hearing will be held on Tuesday, August 13, 2024.
Thank you. Next. Chuck, it's listed as an introduction for 26-2024. Mr. Watkins, please read the ordinance by title.
Back to the 2023 local ordinance by the Borough of Roseland, the County of Essex, New Jersey, appropriating $1,050,000 therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $997,500 bonds or notes of borough finance part of the cost thereof.
Thank you. Is there a motion to introduce ordinance 26-2024?
So moved.
Second.
Barty, Goldstein, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing and seeing none.
Ordinance number 26-2024 will be posted on the borough's website. Notice of public hearing will be published in the progress. Public hearing will be held on Tuesday, August 13, 2024.
Thank you. Next on the agenda, we have a public hearing on ordinance 19-2024. Mr. Watkins, please read the ordinance by title only.
It's appropriating $361,000 for improvements to Choctaw Way and ADP Boulevard in and by the Borough of Roseland in the County of Essex, New Jersey.
Is there a motion to open the public hearing on ordinance 19-2024?
So moved. Second.
Parati, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing and seeing none. Does anyone wish to be heard on ordinance 19-2020? Hearing and seeing none, may I have a motion to close the public?
So moved.
Hello. Goldstein? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing and seeing none. Mr. Watkins, please read the ordinance by title only.
Ordinance appropriating $361,000 for improvements to Choctaw Way and ADP Boulevard in and by the Borough of Roseland in the County of Essex, New Jersey.
We have a motion to adopt ordinance 19-2020.
So moved.
Second.
Parati, roll call vote, please, Mr. Watkins.
Yes.
Mr. Matt?
Yes.
Fishman?
Yes.
Goldstein?
Yes.
Parati?
Yes.
Mr. Trillo?
Yes.
Ordinance number 19-2024 will be advertised in the progress as a passed ordinance, which will take effect 20 days after the first publication, after final adoption as provided by law.
Thank you, Mr. Watkins. Next, we have a public hearing on ordinance 21-2024. Mr. Watkins, please read the ordinance by title only.
Ordinance amending Chapter 13 of the revised general ordinances of the Borough of Roseland entitled Fire Prevention and Protection, Section 13-1.7 entitled Permit Fees.
Is there a motion to open the public hearing on ordinance 21-2020?
So moved.
Second.
Fishman, Parati, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing and seeing none. Does anyone wish to be heard on ordinance 21-2020? Hearing and seeing none, may I have a motion to close the public hearing on ordinance 21-2020?
So moved.
Second.
Artie Parati, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing and seeing none, Mr. Watkins, please read the ordinance by title only.
Ordinance amending chapter 13 of the revised general ordinances of the Borough of Roseland entitled Fire Prevention and Protection, section 13-1.7 entitled Permit Fees.
We have a motion to adopt.
Motion.
Second.
Parati, Trillo, roll call vote, please, Mr. Watkins.
Mr. Barty.
Yes.
Mr. Matt.
Yes.
Mrs. Fishman.
Yes.
Mr. Goldstein.
Yes.
Parati.
Yes.
Mr. Trillo.
Yes.
Ordinance number 21-2023 will be advertised in the progress of the past ordinance. Shall take effect as provided by law.
Thank you, Mr. Watkins. Next on the agenda, we have resolution 227-2024. Approving the July 12th bill list. Everyone received the bill list for questions, concerns, and recusals. If there are none, do we have a motion to approve the bill list?
Second.
Goldstein, Barat, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing and seeing. Next, we have resolutions 1 through 23 by resolution number. 1 through 23 on the agenda by resolution number 228-2024 through 250-2024. I want a chance to review these for questions, concerns, and or recusals. A lot of it has the recreation stuff.
Yeah.
And I apologize, I spoke to Moose about it, council, it didn't go to committee, because the committee's meeting after this meeting, and we felt that if we waited until August to advertise it, we'd be losing time for our fall programming.
Right.
So I think Recreation Committee, Moose, you're okay with
It
it?
was nothing major. It
We
was
just didn't want it to lag and not be promoted until the end of August, because the fall is unfortunately close.
It's closer than we think.
If no one has questions, concerns, or recusals, take a motion to move these items in their entirety.
Motion to move items in the entire.
Second.
All right, Barty, all in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Opposed? Hearing and seeing none. Next, we have two items on the consent agenda. One is a training for our public works employees, and the other is our annual free church raffle in the spring. With a motion to move the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Fishman, Parati, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none. Mayor's report. I'm going to speak to something that the council spoke of earlier at the end, but first I'll talk about our concerts. We have a concert tomorrow night. The weather does not look good,
I know.
like 80% thunderstorms. We're going to make a call by
Wow.
12 o'clock tomorrow. That's our deadline so we don't lose any money for the stage, the vendor, and all that. Then we have another concert before our next meeting, which I believe is August 14th is the next concert? Or is it the day
Yeah.
after our meeting?
August 14th.
I'm sorry.
14th,
I'm
August
thinking of
14th.
National Night Out. We're having our first, Roseland's first National Night Out on August 6th.
Oh my God.
We tried to do this in 2020. I think the plans were there and it went to COVID. But I'll let Councilman Parati expand on that. Sorry, Gene.
No, that's okay.
And
You can do more than
we did have an issue in town with short-term rentals, things of that nature. And I got a lot of phone calls this week about what Fairfield did in having a short-term rental
And
ordinance in place.
Mhm.
We did it in 2019. This council had the foresight to be out ahead of this, knowing that this would be an issue. We are strengthening our ordinance, which is pretty strict now, to outright ban the short-term rentals. We had pools being rented. We had huge problems going on in town. When our team had actually looked into it and did a little investigation, we found that there was other residents doing the same thing without.
Hmm.
this council, we don't feel that we are a destination. We feel we're a destination for people to buy a home, but we're not a destination to rent. No ski slope, there's no beach, there's no lake, there's no anything like that. And the amount of stress that it put on our personnel and our residents who couldn't enjoy the quality of life on a weekend is what has moved us to ordinance will be coming to ban it. I know I lived it for that weekend. It wasn't a fun weekend, but we took the necessary steps that night to make sure everybody was safe, nothing happened, and we're taking the necessary steps to make sure that we don't have those short-term rentals. Besides that, said my piece welcoming the police officer. It's always nice to add to our ranks and add young blood to the police department. We thank him and his family. I know that Councilman Barty has something he's going to speak about the tax bill, but I will open up to any other council member who has any comments or concerns from committee.
I do. Okay. First of all, again, like Mayor, I want to congratulate Officer Ciccicello on becoming Roseland's newest police officer. I want to wish him good luck and have him stay safe. I want to thank Director Chaffee, Assistant Director Matthias, Sergeant Heider, and his staff. To hire a police officer, it's just not something that happens overnight. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, and I want to thank them. They always bring us the best candidates. I want to thank them for that. We also approved something that I wanted to note. We approved tonight on a resolution for the pedestrian crosswalk signs. These signs, Councilman Byron and I have been working, and Assistant Director Matthias, on these signs. They're going to be in the center of town, and they're going to go at the crosswalk. When you walk up, the pedestrian pushes the button, and the lights flash. We found out, Assistant Director Matthias found out that if you have it flash all the time, it doesn't signal the car. So we're going to have it flash when the button's pushed. We're ordering these. Hopefully they'll be installed within the next couple months, maybe, right?
4 weeks.
4 weeks. I said a couple months, but 4 weeks I like even better. So we're hoping that it definitely tries to slow down the traffic in the center of town and keeping the community safe. When they want to cross, when a beautiful day like today, people are out and about, and they want to do that. So I want to thank everyone who really pulled together to get these signs ready to roll. I wanted to remind everybody it's National Night Out on August 6th, which is hosted by our police department. I know there's a lot of great things happening, a lot of food vendors, a helicopter.
State police helicopter.
State police helicopter, and I'm sure there's plenty of other things, but I don't want to give it away. So we want to encourage everyone to please come out, support the police department, support the night. And that's all.
I had one comment I'd like to add. I was involved and got called from many residents during that event where someone had rented out their pool. And I know the situation was fairly fraught for the residents, and it was an unsafe situation for many of the people that were attending it, in that they had to cross Eagle Rock, a very busy street, at night. And I wanted to commend the police department for doing just an excellent job. I know the residents were concerned with what was going on, and they handled it extremely well to make sure the situation was under control. Everyone felt safe and heard. So I'm happy to hear that we're going to be taking further steps so it doesn't happen again, but they should be called out for their excellent service.
They did a good job.
We do have the best police department.
My announcement isn't as good as Councilwoman Parati's. The third quarter tax bills are going to be mailed at the end of this week. We're gonna post information and details about the tax rate details for the school system as well as the county on the borough website by the end of the week. So that should be there.
And just the third quarter grace period is extended to August.
Perfect. Thank you.
Any other? Let's hope for no rain tomorrow. Hope to see everyone tomorrow night. Next, we have our approval of minutes. Let's move to June 18th and June 24th. council meeting and special council meeting minutes together. Everyone received the minutes, questions, concerns, recusals?
Yep.
If there are none, can we have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trillo, Goldstein, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing and seeing none. Next, we'll move to June 27th, special council meeting minutes with Councilman Barat and Fishman recusing themselves. The remaining members of the governing body received those minutes. If there are no questions, concerns, or recusals, take a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Parati, Barty, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none. Next, we have our second round of public comment. Any member of the public wishing to be heard, come forward, state your name and address to the record. If you're with us via Zoom, use the raise your hand icon, and if you're with us telephonically, press star. Hearing and seeing none. If no one from the governing body has anything else to add, motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Fishman, Chillo, all in favor?
Aye.